Welcome back everyone to the Crypto News Network. I'm Avery.
And I'm Gina.
And in this video series, we'll feature breaking news in the blockchain space and cover specific things that we think you should all know about.
In this video, we've got the SEC chairman, Clayton, giving hope to ICOs. Coinbase announces its new venture capital branch and the latest on Craig Wright's $10 billion lawsuit. And with that, let's get into it.
Clayton is the SEC chairman and has been in the spotlight of cryptocurrency and blockchain regulation recently. His opinions divulge from that of the average politician, where he's gone out of his way to define the difference between ICOs and what he refers to as pure cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ether. Earlier today, the chairman was at Princeton University, where he discussed cryptocurrencies and ICOs with students and staff. CoinDesk live tweeted the event with some interesting dialogue from Clayton.
He began with asking the question, where do you go from a store of value that is not a security to a store of value that is a security? He followed that with, almost every ICO. These are investments and endeavors where people are taking your money, doing something with it, and promising a return. Those are on the stock side of the spectrum.
It's clear that the federal government is concerned with projects that use an ICO purely to get around securities law. From what it looks like though, that'll be closely looked at soon. Clayton said, "We at the SEC have seen this and have made it clear that if you're offering something that depends on the efforts of others, it should be regulated as a security and that you should follow our regulations when you offer it." After the tough words, he came back with saying, quote, "Does this mean that all ICOs are bad? Absolutely not."
His argument for regulation stems from concern over bad actors in the space, which we know there's no shortage of. He believes that without swiftly targeting fraudsters, there is serious risk that the regulatory actions will be so severe that they will restrict the capacity of this new security. Now, this sounds like pretty optimistic rhetoric, something that's been fairly consistent coming from the chairman. Later, he went on to address concerns of unregulated exchanges and the subsequent market manipulation it might enable, comparing the unregulated exchanges to that of the heavily regulated New York Stock Exchange.
Whether or not you agree with the chairman's comments, I think it's pretty cool that the SEC doesn't want to entirely crush the blockchain movement. Maybe that's because it's not really possible from their end. The biggest issue is regulation being able to adapt and not scare away innovation from the United States. On a state level, we've seen some interesting things lately in Arizona and Wyoming, with Arizona's fintech sandbox aimed at benefiting blockchain and Wyoming's decision on ICOs. But friendly legislation on a federal level hasn't been seen yet.
In other news, the popular US-based cryptocurrency exchange, Coinbase, announced that it will be launching an incubator fund to early-stage cryptocurrency startups. The intention of the fund is to help grow the blockchain and cryptocurrency ecosystem by supporting early-stage companies with seed funding. Coinbase President and COO, Asif Hirji, says, "By giving them access to capital, we hope that they will grow great businesses. It is not about investing in the token, and it is not about trying to line up tokens that we would put in our exchange." Coinbase has said that their goal with the fund is to help foster promising talent in the community and to help search for founders.
There was no immediate comment on what range of investment this fund would entail. However, Hirji did also hint that the investment scope could go beyond just early-stage startups. He said, "You may also see us invest in companies that ostensibly look competitive with Coinbase. We're talking a long-term view of the space, and we believe that multiple approaches are healthy and good." The incubator is set to kick off immediately by beginning operations this week with $15 million already invested into the fund.
And Craig Wright is back in the news with some more blockchain drama at Deconomy 2018 in South Korea. Craig Wright is well known in the community as the man who proclaimed himself Satoshi Nakamoto, which many people have harsh feelings about.
Vitalik Buterin had it out for Wright when he began live tweeting his speech while attending Deconomy, ending his live tweets with, "But Craig Wright is crazy." During Wright's speech, Wright criticized Bitcoin and Lightning, which was created in part by Joseph Poon. Wright commented that the Lightning Network is hard as breaking a discrete log. He later got technical in the speech, saying that gamma can be less than zero while discussing the concepts of selfish mining and honest mining.
This later led to an interesting cross-room exchange of yelling from the three. Take a listen.
Are you asking questions for Craig Wright?
So since in Craig Wright's presentation, he argued that making Lightning Network work is as hard as breaking a discrete log, which is absolutely false given that for NP hard problems it's a widely known fact. that we can make heuristic solutions that are very often almost a good in practice, which can often be done in real time. And he claimed that in the context of selfish mining, gamma can be less than 0, which is an absolutely nonsensical claim that makes no sense because gamma is the percentage of the network that is colluding with the miner, which by definition is between 0 and 1. So given that he makes so many non-sequiturs of mistakes, why is this fraud allowed to speak at this conference?
Yeah.
This was honestly pretty funny to see. I'm just surprised that the event somehow got everyone in the same room together. It was pretty hysterical.
But that's not all. More drama from Craig. A $10 billion lawsuit has been filed against Wright by Ira Kleiman on behalf of his late brother, Dave Kleiman. The estate is suing for the value of 1.1 million bitcoins allegedly stolen from Kleiman around the time of his death.
According to the complaint, Wright forged documents signed by Dave Kleiman, transferring Kleiman's assets to himself. These assets include hundreds of thousands of bitcoins at least, along with intellectual property rights associated with Bitcoin technology. We'll definitely be following this case closely as it unfolds.
Let's hear from you guys on this. Are you optimistic for regulation and ICOs? Will Coinbase help influence innovative projects? Is Vitalik right calling Craig Wright a fraud? Let us know in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.